Hello, welcome to the Forge Cosplay Podcast of Ranting and Ranting. We have with us today guest number one.
It is I, Brad. Oh, sorry.
I said guest number one.
Oh, I don't like being number two.
I'm about to say, we have multiples?
No, you're
Holy
co-host.
crap.
Me and you as co-host here, Jax.
I got paying attention. There's a taco in this room somewhere. I know it.
It's been
Everybody's
there.
there.
Is that the same one from like 2 weeks ago?
No?
Okay. I actually, wait. I don't trust that response.
Well,
Anyhow, we are joined today by Brad Duct Tape Hill, maker of duct tape things, and Jax, of course. And Jax.
I found my root beer. I'm
Okay.
content.
Yes, Jax of the root beer. Yes, and I am drinking my coffee, so we will have full energetic commentary and rebuttals and whatever nonsense read.
And I got a 12-pack of Mountain Dew sitting right next to me.
Oh man, inject it in your veins. And then
I tried that once. The hallucinations got a little weird after the first hour.
Well, I mean, you start chasing the yellow dragon, and then you realize you'll never catch it. That's just bad.
It's so
That's
disappointing.
why.
Crushes your heart, hopes, and dreams.
Kid, you ever played Heroin Hero? Not interested.
Oh, man.
Yes, well, we do attention once in a while talk about cosplay amongst other random bullshit. Yay!
Cosplay, what's that? Is that the stuff I do in my free time? Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing I do when I punish people.
Oh.
I throw small children at them.
I don't know. I have at times in a caffeine-filled haze considered renaming this thing the Coscast or something really stupid like that. Nah, I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna do this. No. Jack says no. Damn, shot down a kid.
Hey.
Hmm?
Don't even start. I declare that this will be the Forge, and until we get a military coup that takes over my house, it stays at the Forge. Or
Brad,
until Mr. Webby said so.
hey, Brad, I'm looking for a co-host. Would you-
I will come to your house and shiv you. Do not try me. You know I will shiv you.
I like it when people come by and say hi to me. If they can make it through the backyard with their legs intact, I say hello and hand them a steak.
Oh man.
Is that why I keep getting steak?
Well, I don't know. I was gonna say not a lot of people come to Battle Creek. We used to have cereal. Well, actually, yeah. No, we used to have cereal. Now we just kind of have Fruity Pebbles, and that's about it. Everything else is made in Mexico.
They make cereal in Battle Creek. Yeah. Battle Creek, that's Indiana.
Michigan.
Michigan. Close enough. Those states are the same state. They're friends.
Pretty much, yeah.
Delicious steak. We have already gone clean off topic.
Yeah, we were supposed to be talking about. Oh,
Prompts.
yes, it's been a while since we've done a podcast. We're going to call this a podcast. We know it's not a podcast, but you guys shut up because it's a podcast.
It counts at one point or another. It's a tube cast. How about that? We can call it tube cast.
Tubecast. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, well.
Yeah. But a couple of people did ask us to continue doing these, and those people, thank you so much.
You found people that cared? Wow.
Because people cared that's outside of our usual circle of people that actually normally care. So,
Wait, we have people in our circle that care?
probably. I don't know. They don't pay attention to us. Let's see. I had a list of people that actually
No, it's
care.
fine. I'm not interrogating you. We'll just... You can make up Betty and Sue and John. Well, it doesn't matter to me. It's okay. As long as they're in your mind, they're real.
Hey. Tyler Durden said it himself that we should continue doing this or I'll be shot. Therefore, people in my head should never be told that they exist.
All right. Just need to make sure that Jax never gets a handgun. Not a real one, anyway.
Hey, I'm going to shoot strangers and not hit people.
Oh man. All right. So we've had a lot of time to accumulate cool shit. What's some cool shit we've run into recently?
I've been finding a crap ton of weird stuff.
Okay.
Mind you, I've been again, I love retro things, so
Yeah, you're a retro person.
when I find awesome retro stuff, holy crap, it's done. I don't care about anything else. Like, I bought Rocco Modern Life box set for like $20. That alone
nice.
made me happy. Thank you. Usually it's like $60. I got it for 20. I was happy. But
Well, I still. How was it?
I have
Go
no
ahead, go
idea
ahead.
if I can do it. But no, the one thing from my childhood that I used to like a lot was reading Rainbow. Mainly because the guy from Star Trek was the host, LeVar Burton. If anybody remembers him.
Oh yeah, LeVar Burton. Isn't he like Geordie LaForge?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah, Reading Rainbow. It's right here on the docket. Yeah, Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, we're hitting the docket already.
We're actually on track. Kind of.
Yes.
So what's he trying to do?
He's trying to bring back Reading Rainbow.
So what is that noise? Bro, I'll destroy you. Anyhow, no, Reading Rainbow. Is he gonna put that on the internet or YouTube or PBS or what?
I hope to everything that he puts it on all of the above. I need this.
Well, you were the one. You know the plan. What's the plan? What's Geordie's plan?
Well, I don't know. So he actually just wants it back on TV.
Oh,
Probably with. Go ahead.
no, yeah.
Yeah, it's Reading Rainbow on the web.
Oh, on the web.
He wants it also. It's like free subscriptions for every child. Stuff for the classroom. You can get it on mobile, Android, consoles, all that jazz. T-shirts. Holy crap!
That
There's
would
so
be
many
kind of
things.
cool to see it like streamed into classrooms. If classrooms ever allowed internet within a 5-foot radius of the building, that would be awesome.
Exactly. From what it's saying, oh yeah, there's also tickets available for Reading Rainbow Live.
Really?
Wait, what?
Where are they shooting this? Is this
I have no. I'm going down the list, but
It's got to be like a music center or something, like how they do. Wait, don't tell us or NPR and all that.
yeah, it's actually going to be like in LA.
Oh,
So if anybody's in LA, just go to helpreadingrainbow.com and you get all the details there. But the cool stuff is like Picard, Michael Dorn, Brent Spiner, Jonathan Frakes are all going to be there. Episode 2 is already says like the women from Star Trek. William Shatner's already said he's going to do it. Patrick Stewart's going to be it.
they have episodes already. They're in production. Woo!
Yeah, they already have stuff in production. They had $3.5 million backed on this thing already.
Gee, that's for like a season, 2 seasons. Well, actually, I have no idea how much it costs to run these things.
Actually, it's about, that's actually well into like 2.
Okay, that's awesome. Remember your childhood? Geordie remembers your childhood.
Oh yeah, and it's with this day and age of YouTube and all the YouTubers, things like that. I mean, they could pretty much make Reading Rainbow at so much of an easier pace than what they would have to produce it and put it on TV. I mean, proof positive that people like us and everyone else can do stuff like this and place it up there. I mean, just imagine what they can do with, as Jax was talking about, the access and the mobility to have it on pretty much anyone's cell phone or in classrooms, anything like that. I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah, and I don't think it was ever like a huge production, like a heavy like budget. So I could see it just being any kind of sound studio at all, and being able to produce a show. A lot of it was narration over a book or whatever the case is.
Right, and I mean, if they go back to the original formula, little animation here and there would be nice. That pays for the animators, that pays for the actors, and we get to hear LeVar Burton's sexy voice going over everything.
Look, we know you have that poster. We understand.
Hey, my LeVar Burton poster that I keep framed.
By the way, it's not a Geordie. It's specifically a LeVar. It's him. It's not him in character, in any character. It's actually the actor.
Jax, admitting you have a problem is the first step.
This is not a problem, sir. Admitting the fact that I have an entire poster of the entire band Mr. Big is a problem. Admitting that I have a poster of LeVar Burton just with his happy smiling face, not a problem.
Oh man. So, now that Jax has told us plenty about his love affair with LeVar Burton, how about some Pokemon news?
Oh my god!
Can we hear the trumpets? What's coming out with trumpets?
I am not gonna play trumpet on this on this tube cast.
You have a trumpet. I know you do somewhere in that house.
It's in the room. It's in the corner.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, so yeah, of course, Omega, and the other not one. I forget what the other symbol is. Alpha.
It's,
I'm gonna let him learn.
Omega.
I'm gonna let him do it.
Damn it, I'm really bad. Anyway, yes, new Pokemon stuff is coming. It's coming. Everyone's happy because that was my favorite set before it got all wonky with mechanics, and before it got super retarded easy, where a 5-year-old could do it with one button.
The
well.
entire game was a 5-year-old with one button. Admit it.
Yes. But my Pokemon love is huge. Isn't your Pokemon love huge?
My Vulpix love is my giant obsession with Volpi is huge.
So
But I honestly haven't played it in a while.
you still owe me a Regirock cosplay.
You know what? Fine. After Midwest and after my rage quit, then we will do this.
Yeah, I'll make Registeel, you make Regirock, we'll find a Regice, it'll be all cool. And we'll find some huge asshole who wants to do Regigigas. He just has to be only an asshole will pick that. Because every time I ask, they're like, oh, you're doing Regirock and Registeel, I'll be Regigigas. You're an asshole. We need Regice.
Ice.
We need ice.
Ice specifically. Someone do ice, and then I won't have to hate you.
It's always like, I want to do Gigas. I'm like, fuck you.
Do the basics first, and then you can do Gigas.
I'm going to do Flying Form because I'm an extra special douchebag.
Sharing is caring in cosplay.
No, but that is something I wanted to do for half a year.
Well, let's see. The one time when I was going to start, my face was caved in.
That doesn't change anything.
And I was on so many pain meds that I was seeing butterflies in the sky. And it was in the snow.
I can fly twice as high. Okay.
I took a look. I couldn't even read a dang book.
No.
Reading Rainbow.
God damn it.
No, I was seeing the Reading Rainbow. And Death himself was writing down on it. That's how screwed up I was, man.
Okay. Well, I have made a few Gajinkas so far, and I really enjoy making Pokemon Gajinkas. They are just the thing I enjoy doing nowadays for myself. I've done Carnivine, and I've done Snover, and they're just interesting designs, a ton of funs. Right?
I want only one. Well, Regirock is one that I want to do. But there's one that I kind of want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one's just me being a douche.
I don't know.
A pimp named Flareon has been on my list for a while.
I think I've
Just
seen
a
the art for
pimp
that.
Flareon. Huh?
I think I've seen the art for that.
Yeah, it's kind of like you see.
It's like a Murkrow, but Flareon for some reason.
Exactly. Just like in a white furry pimp coat.
Or Honchkrow, I should say, actually.
Yeah.
But yes, one thing that I was looking forward to with Asen was the Ultimate Pokedex, which guess what it was about? Guess.
Okay.
It was about Pokemon Gajinkas. Hundreds of them! Oh, I think 150 of them. So, it was pretty cool.
Pokemons.
Of the Pokemons, of the Pokemon, and I got to see the Magikarp guys, and I got to see the Jigglypuff dude. He was smooth. He was like the smoothest Jigglypuff you ever saw. Sexy.
Lol.
But yeah, if you want to join the Ultimate Pokedex, it's pretty cool. You guys got Pokemon Gajinkas. They're looking to complete the set, and they are far from complete.
There's what?
Huh?
600 plus Pokemon now? I mean, they've got quite a list to fill.
Oh, yes. Snover. No one was going for Snover, so I was safe. But some of the other ones are in contention, the EV evolutions and all that. Oh well. There's a list. There's a list of people who have already gotten it added to the roster, and their pictures and all that. They did a lot of pictures.
What was it? With that recent art set that came out a couple months ago, where that one artist, I think it's Crow something, I can't remember, or she went and redesigned all the Pokemon as Gajingas, and I've noticed a recent slew of cosplayers, over the past couple months, have actually started releasing pictures of them bringing those to life. And if I could find it, I know it's one of my friends, she made Moltres, and her husband's doing Zapdos. And then I think they're having a friend that's doing Articuno with them, and then one of their friends at Colossal did Zubat. So if I can find those pictures, I'll link those to you guys.
I think that's... Nice. I think you have that. That's the Imager, I think, right?
Yeah. She has it's based off of a DeviantArt account, which I forget the name of. It's something cow. It's like Sleepy Cow or something, and she did a lot of them. Not all of them yet, but a lot of them. Like close to 300.
That portfolio's majestic.
And she's a dress designer by like trade or whatever, and then that just makes the Gajinkas so much better because they're not just humanizations of a Pokemon, they're actual dress designs, and oh my god, they're great. Like Seek Pimp, he's Sea Pimp. He is a Sea King, he's a Sea Pimp. I wanted to make him because he looks amazing, and the ladies would just explode, but it would end my marriage. Well, one, because my wife and I would fight over it completely as I was making it, and two, because the ladies would be all over me once I was in it.
This is why I'm happy where I'm at. But no. What was it? One day, Dungeon Fighter. One day, people will recognize your glory.
I've seen that game. Yeah, it's terrible.
See, this is why I hate you.
One day, you'll be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! One day.
Hey, Judge, shut up. Which reminds me, I'm actually getting back into judging bread, so that's kind of going to be fun.
Well,
what was it? We had an interesting incident recently with that. We had a judge up here who judges regionals, and he's kind of a douche. And recently, he kind of quieted up at locals, and I was just kind of like, "Hey, one." And someone goes, "Well, he kind of got his regional judge qualification stripped from him because someone actually went and voiced it to Konami, and Konami yanked his judging rights."
Ooh.
Yep.
And this is now you see why I like being nice to people.
Yeah, judging's super hard. Like, I would never want to be a judge for any kind of contest. Plus, I would rip their asses out.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's one of those trials where part of you wants to hit everybody with a shoe, and part of you wants to just kind of scream the old mantra, read the fucking card.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. I was thinking in terms of cosplay competitions, it's just, as soon as you make any sort of decision, everyone hates you, regardless of whether you, were justified.
Well, that's because you're the judge. That's in everything.
Man. Like, I'd be wearing a mask, I wouldn't announce I was a judge, no one would even know.
Well, that's what's kind of nice about anonymous judging. I've seen some conventions where actually they won't point out where the judges are in the audience. They'll be within visible distance, and then they won't even announce who it is because it's like, well, we'll have a set of judges, and then that way they can't get pressured or ridiculed for it later because, well, hell, what was it? Did either you two go to C2E2?
No. I had to worry about Asen. We were working it. We are staff.
Well, yeah, I remember that. Well, this they had a pretty big. Well, you heard about the whole Bumblebee drama debacle at C2E2, correct?
I remember he threw a fit because he lost, but I mean, I've seen that Bumblebee. I've seen what he looks like from behind, and it's all patchwork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He looks good from the front, absolutely. From the back.
I have not heard about this.
What was he went in, I mean, there's a bunch of skilled cosplayers that went to C2E2. It was pretty evident from the pictures. And they got in there, and multiple sources cite him as coming in very brash, very arrogant, very loudmouth, and going right off the bat, price dropping. Oh, yeah, this, and this, and this, and this cost me $20,000 to make this costume. And I'm like, well, wait, what? The newspaper quoted him. Huh?
Mother of the Four-Lord Saint, you drew $20,000?
These are the kind of people I enjoy destroying.
Well, I usually try to make sure, and I said, okay, I keep hearing this. I said, well, I saw he was going to go to Indie PopCon, but he got in there, and, as Chris was saying, he looked good from the front, but from the back, it was horrible. I mean, it has got to be some of the worst patchwork I've seen. But he went, and everyone's like, oh yeah, he's going to win. and the Bioshock 2 Delta Big Daddy went and just swept it, and it pissed a lot of people off. Well, at Indie PopCon, I got to see him up front. I said, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to look through his costume because he was pretty busy. And I got behind him, and I'm like, oh my god. You could see all the hot glue lines. You can see all the patchwork with EVA foam and craft foam. And I'm like, it's how how did this thing cost him 20 grand? And he's kind of an asshole up front because I was just chatting with him, and he's dropping lewd comments with all the females who were walking around the dealer's hall. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if yeah, I'm good.
People, when they win a few awards, they kind of get like that. Like, say, it's usually around the 2 to 3 range, and it's really common even among sewers. It isn't just like big mech guys. It's women do it differently though. Trust me. It's a different technique, but they do the same thing. But yeah, they get like that.
Nice to everybody.
The only thing I didn't like about it is that the structure was very poor from a competitive stance. From a published, a publicity stand, it was amazing. Like, oh, look at these bright things. They're going to be here. You're going to see them. They're going to be at the event, or going to be on stage.
Right.
But if you entered that, you waived all the bullshit because it's all corporate. So, I mean, if that's fine if you don't care about any of that. That's no big deal. But then they already prejudged you off of your pictures, your portfolio, so on and so forth. So you already have a degree of your standing. They did a good job of doing a good variety of types of cosplay, but when you looked at the pictures, you knew that it was going to be the Bioshock or it was going to be one of the more elaborate dresses. And then you looked at, like, say, Squirrel Girl, and you went, she's fucked.
Yeah. She brought a pistol to a rocket launcher fight.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a really good Squirrel Girl, undoubtedly, but you bring in a pistol to a rocket fight.
This is kind of why I'm like, I wish they split it into divisions, because putting Big Daddy versus intricate dresses, that's kind of two different divisions of costume.
Yeah,
so it isn't fair in the least.
That competition was never designed to be fair. It was a promotional thing. It was pure promotional. And the second though the names were released, I think there were like 30 something or 20 something. I could narrow down to 3 right away. There was one really nice sewn pattern. There was one with boobs, Bioshock, and I believe there was actually one more like Marvel character was really nice. I forget exactly, but I was like the other ones, whatever.
It was a DC character. It was Hawk Girl. She had amazing wings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Those wings were beautiful.
So, well, that's just what happens with those competitions. Not every competition's fair.
True that.
But yeah, if you enter it, I mean, that's what you're doing. Yeah. Oh.
You get what you get, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I got this. Damn it! I can't talk about it because I'm staff. And the Masquerade was fun, and the World Cosplay Summit was ace. And I think a lot of that thing happened immediately after C2E2 realized that ASIN had the World Cosplay Summit.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
So they wanted a thing to to
compete with it.
Yeah, to say, hey, we have the same kind of stuff, put it on par. So I mean, World Cosplay Summit as a whole, it's way different than any of the other competitions I've seen or been part of. It's the criteria is way different because they gotta ship everything to Japan in the event of if you win, everything you have has to go to Japan. So I could never really compete in something I'd want to make because it just would weigh too much. Even if I made it small and nice and ornate, it just wouldn't. It would never fit into a box that could go to Japan.
You'd be like, well, I would love to take this award. I'll take the money, but someone else can go to Japan.
The thing is that
I will piggyback.
That's a huge
happy butt over there.
It's a jackass move to do, but I may have thought about it. Thank you for the award. Runner-up, go to Japan. But no, hopefully they come back next year and it'll be great. We'll see. I don't know anything about that at all.
I actually do kind of hope they come back. I want to see it this time, but because I was working when they were there, so.
I was backstage handling their. I was in charge of their backdrops, all their like stage stuff. It was fun. Yeah, I was in charge of things. Woo!
I liked where I was actually, because I didn't actually remember how much fun I had doing data entry.
Oh, you're not escaping?
No.
You're not escaping registration that go to like...
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I want to see the world before I settle. So...
Main events is where you should go, Jax. You should talk to Sarah. Or, sorry, some person that's in charge of main events, whoever that may be. I don't know their name.
We are going to bleep the crap out of that name before we post.
Well, it could be any number of persons named that. So actually, there's 2 or 3 members on staff with that same name. So I'm safe, kind
You're
of.
going to get a shot.
No, they're
I
never.
like not being murdered.
Look, we are 25 minutes into the recording. Nobody's gonna be in this far. Trust me. Like anyone who started listening to this is not listening. Trust me. Don't leave a comment saying you actually listened this far.
Someone's gonna say it, and I'm gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be like at minute 42 and 6 seconds. I quoted this. And damn it, they did listen.
Damn it, they caught me. Urgh, someone's actually paying attention to us ranting.
This is your fault.
Ooh,
This is your fault. But no. What was it? But wait, which department did you say?
Try main events. Main events
Actually,
is where it's at.
Yeah, because that actually give me the free time I want, and it'll give me what I want to do.
It's more work than like panels, but it's less work than Reg.
True.
Reg, yeah, it's less work than Reg.
Red is a trial by fire.
A lot of the work in main events is either guarding, watching, or lifting something. And I believe you do all of those things.
I do all 3 of those things at one point or another during the day, which kind of concerns me now I think about it.
Mm.
What the heck did I lick last? Why does it taste like ham?
What? Stop licking stuff!
I will lick whatever the heck I
I
want.
got some batteries for you. You'll just delicious batteries.
I used to lick batteries as a kid. Don't tempt me.
Mm. Oh wow.
You're the one that's like, I got jumper cables and a car battery. I wonder what this
I
tastes like.
almost licked a car battery because
Why?
one of my cousins when we were younger, because he decided to say, hey, if we pour Coca-Cola on here and let it get sticky and then peel it off, it's delicious.
What?
So I'm like, why peel it off? Let me just lick it off. And he almost let me until my mom came out and screamed at us.
And this
Yeah.
is how we got the Jax we have today.
I have a feeling if you ended up licking that, we would be giving you crayons and coloring books on a regular basis.
Hey,
you doing,
it
Jack?
shouldn't stop you. I mean, that's crayons, man. That's some pretty decent material right there.
You have to make
I
your own
figured you'd have
happiness.
a shelf and we'd start just giving you Tails dolls.
I would accept Tails dolls, dang it.
I would give you Knuckles dolls.
I would punch you.
Oh man. So let me see. What's next? Let's talk about something different. What's this? One Piece sterling silver baubles. Are these things you're
Yes.
trying to buy? Oh,
No, that is $103 a bauble. No, sir.
oh! You just linked me to like these links you sent are just stuff you want to buy that you'll never have. That's what I'm seeing here. These links.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. I want nice things one day.
One day. No, I don't think so.
They don't make the one I want just yet, but holy crap, these things they're actually pretty beautiful. The problem is they're $100+ a pop because they're
What are they? Rings or
they are actually
pendants?
silver.
Or buttons? What are they?
They're baubles. Pay attention. They're-
Pendants. Oh, they're pins or pendants or necklaces. Oh, okay. So you can actually do stuff with them instead of looking at them as they be made of metal and diamonds.
Exactly.
various other rare stones. Okay, well, this other thing you're trying to buy. What's this other thing here? Glassware.
Well, yeah. One Piece stuff is expensive, man.
Especially when
sterling
it's got diamond and sterling silver.
Just because I want decorative glassware with diamonds and crap inside of it doesn't mean anything.
This is incredibly surprising. This is the first time you expressed interest in something that wasn't root beer or something you shove up your nose.
I just not shove things up my nose.
He places
I mean,
them
that's a
gently.
Although, to be fair, I think you could get one or two of these up your nose if you really tried.
If I tried, maybe, but I need my nose to breathe. But yeah, I do like fancy things every once in a while if they actually have something that looks kind of cool.
Oh, man.
But it completely boggles my mind when I see stuff like this. Good example. Well, mind you, again, I'm trying to own a bar in the future, so it's kind of nice to actually see these things. But when you see a Masena ice bucket that costs $900 on its own,
Mm-hmm.
you learn that some nice things are just nice because somebody in the universe decided to smack somebody else in the face.
Yeah.
I have, however, seen this glassware at like Artist Alley and stuff like that. There are people that will make you custom glassware with icons on them. It's
Oh yeah, it's glass handing. It's not that hard.
I believe I have one of their cards too, like on the desk of
Dude,
cards. I have hundreds of business cards of people I have no idea who these are. This person is
makes my Sonic shot glasses for me.
this person's a programmer apparently. Let's see who this person is. This person is a Weedagoo. No, steampunk something. Okay.
You're just randomly giving free advertising for no reason.
No, I don't know who these people are. I'm not actually naming their companies either. Misunderstoodcreature.com. Now I'm naming them.
Now you are.
Now I'm rattling off names of places no one's ever gonna go because
Yeah.
I don't
But-
say them loud enough or clear enough.
But you can't really blame me for randomly wandering across the internet with my fancy glasses and going, holy crap, a $234 glass from One Piece, and there's a set of 20.
Yeah, this person gave me their card and they markered over their personal number. I can still see the personal number.
Why would they put it on there?
Oh no, not smart people.
Well, that's kind of odd, but oh well, that, if you want to do that. But man,
Oh. I believe this
Yeah.
person's a pimp. I believe I accidentally got a pimp's business card.
how do you? Never mind.
I got a lot of business cards here. People do a lot of business at conventions.
Why do I let you? This is why we don't let you out of sight.
Oh, I could have sworn I had one of like somebody who does internet radio. Oh,
But-
okay. Internet radio guy.
Let's see. I'm just randomly going through my usual sources for clothing and crap.
Yeah, these,
And One Piece stuff is up there in price, no matter how I look at it.
okay.
I found a $300 belt buckle, $200 pants,
So,
and
where is it? I'm going to post something in the Skype that Brad might find interesting. Bam, of cool shit news.
I swear on everything if it's what I think it is. I'm going to have to hit you.
What? What could it possibly be, Brad Ducktip Hill?
I'm going to hit you.
Oh, nice.
It is duct tape brand tape promotional prom scholarship contest. Yes.
They're still
Oh,
doing
nice.
this?
So these kids, right, made prom dresses and suits. It's a partner thing, and from duct tape brand duct tape as a promotional dealy bopper, and they get I believe
50K?
50K.
Says says raised stakes with more than $50,000 in scholarship is up for grabs.
So yes.
Yeah.
Brad, if
When I
you were
was-
in high school, you might have won that.
When I was
Yeah,
a
I
kid,
look at a lot of these and I'm like, I'm too old for this.
No, when I was a kid, they just started doing this, and it was about 10K.
Some of these,
Yeah, that's what it looks like. First place is 10K.
some of these are really nice. So duct tape can in fact possibly sponsor your education as well as keep stuff together that may not necessarily want to stay together.
I mean, it's a prom suit. 90% of the time, the guys will be trying to get out of their prom suit.
Look. There's nothing more patriotic than a prom suit made out of duct tape in red, white, and blue stars.
Yes, there is.
What?
There's a lot of things more patriotic, sir.
What should the entire thing made out of like used veteran flags sewn together
that's the
into an elaborate train for your wedding?
That's the opposite of patriotic. That is the polar opposite of patriotic. No, like maybe put a bald eagle train on his shoulder that is trained to squawk out the stars, the freaking Star Spangled Banner, while holding a sparkler.
A sparkler and like
smoking a cigar.
AK in the other hand. That's my kind of eagle.
America.
America.
Just looking at these two, and I'm just like, man, that girl has got to be just fucking roasting pardon my French, roasting underneath that dress. Because I mean, she's probably gonna have to be peeling that thing off like a second skin.
If you scroll down, it'll give you couple 1, couple 2, couple 3, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
You'll see what the other contestants made. They're reasonably good costumes made out of duct tape. Ooh.
It is kind of interesting.
Yeah, like they're all like very interesting, distinct designs. They're not just like a stupid suit. They could be clothes if they were made of fabric, and they would look amazing. They do look amazing as duct tape, by the way.
It just
Let's see.
terrifies me.
Mm-hmm. Indiana, Michigan, Nirvana. No, Florida. Columbia, British Columbia. Wait, what? I guess it's North America. Victoria, British Columbia, BC. Wait, is that Canada?
Probably.
Oh no, it was actually someone who was in Washington. They went over the state line in order to participate in the U.S. This is for the United States, I believe. Yeah. Oh well, that was kind of weird. That was totally weird. Enter something. I'm done. I can't say words. And also, also yes, this Moltres you linked me to, Brad, is totally from the same set as my Snover. I know that design.
Yep.
So we could
Which is
just
cool.
yeah. If we meet up, we could totally take pictures together and be like, yes, we're from the same designer. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
same designer cosplays because we're so cool.
I give up on all of you. But, no. What was it? Oh, speaking of, game-wise.
Game-wise. Games.
Yes. Yes, games.
Doom
Jenga.
4.
Attack on Jenga.
I'm sorry, what?
Attack on Jenga.
I feel that this is a bad thing, and you should be sad about what you just said.
Nope. I am slightly laughing.
I feel that it's a Jenga that you have a model of a Titan there. You have to use the Titan in order to get the Jenga pieces out. Am I close? Am I anywhere in the vicinity?
Well, if you looked at the friggin' prop, maybe you would be closer.
The prop? I don't see a link anywhere here.
Yes, it is. There's a link. Look in the second email I sent you.
Second email.
Because I forgot to add it.
Isn't that thing I sent you? Oh wait, I didn't send it yet.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
sent
you-
it earlier.
No, there's just one here, man. It says docket 2, one for me, one for you. Bam.
I sent the second one, but I'll send it through here. But anyway, so Attack on Jenga is a take on a new game that's coming out. It's actually pretty cheap. Like I think.
Oh God.
The cool. I kind of like it because it's in order to keep that piece, you have to do little things. Like one piece will say you have to sing the entire Attack on Titan theme song.
This is only for people who really, really like Attack on Titan and have more money than brains. Because it's $62 for a Jenga set with a little Attack on Titan head on the top. That's all it is. That's all it is. This infuriates me. People. I bet I know like 2 people on this set. I guarantee you, I know 2 people on this set.
I'm actually gonna wait until one day we're gonna go to a con and someone's gonna be playing it. I'm gonna laugh at you.
It saddens me at times. But it's a Jenga set with Attack on Titan head on it and things printed on it for fans of Attack on Titan, and it's incredibly expensive for a Jenga set that should cost $5. How much? I think they are like maybe $10, maybe.
Yeah, I think at most like you get
$20.
Was it like Jenga Truth or Dare was like $20? I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm cheap. Maybe.
But we know you're cheap.
Well, this infuriates me. Oh,
And this makes me laugh.
what's this thing that popped up here? It's a picture from Brad. Save as.
I'm not sure if I want to open this, Brad. Last time
it's
you
on
sent me
that
pictures,
scene.
I got concerned.
It's on that same set of the cosplay ones, kind of like the Moltres and all that other stuff.
Oh, okay. I remember if I can find it in my files because it had me save it to my downloads, which it could be anywhere in my downloads. I have a lot of downloads.
I keep telling you to clear out your porn.
I need them
No.
for reference. I need them for reference.
You don't need porn for reference.
Oh, no, that's unrelated.
You always need porn for
In fact, you
reference.
fall into this every time.
Yeah, I didn't listen to you when you were talking, so I fell right into that, yeah. And since I don't know what the picture's supposed to look like, it's going to be hard to find it. It's in my...
Every time. Every time. I can't have nice things for you. But no, it's the Zubat. I know what he's doing.
Let's see if I can find it. Open file. Oh, okay, yes. That is the Zubat, and that's the same exact design. Yes, that's the same person. Boom, we've confirmed it.
Yes.
I forget what her... I wish I remembered what she's got an Imager account with all of them in it, and then she's got a DeviantArt where she does some stuff, but not really a lot of that. Oh well.
But yes.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's see. Where are
We shall continue on to we'll either take a break, and then we'll come, or we can go move on to what we're doing recently.
I say, let's see. Oh, we've been on.
Yeah,
it's about 45 minutes, and we need to take a break.
cool. We shall take a break, drink water, use various facilities, and we will return to you with our schizophrenic commercials. Bye bye.
Hello, sit down. Do you feel like your life is just too normal? Well, that's because you're boring, and we can't really help what you are. But at Supernatural Hotlines, we can help you attract all the weird you ever wanted and more. Want a giant monster to attack your town? Want a harem of sexy aliens to live with you for a week or two? We cover all the events you could ever wish for. Trying to impress that date tonight? Call us, and we can have a hero scenario ready within moments for a small fee. Here at Supernatural Hotlines, we do our very best to make all your wishes come true.
Supernatural Hotlines is not liable for your safety during scenarios.
We are going. We're back from schizophrenia. Are you back from schizophrenia?
We're back.
We are back, and we're going to talk about stuff we did this week or soon or recently, because it doesn't matter. We haven't done a podcast in a while, so people have lost track of whatever we were doing because we have not told them. As if they, yeah, well, people care. People care about me in my life, maybe. No, they
Not really.
don't. So, Brad, I can see by your icon in your Skype that you have been busy.
Yes, I have. Well, as Jax might get a kick out of this, the phrase of Sonic the Hedgehog raced through my head. I've got to go fast. After E3, when the Nintendo show showed the new Legend of Zelda for the Wii U, I instantly looked at it at work and go, I need to make this. I don't know why, I just need to make this.
And you have to make it somewhere within the vicinity of 24 hours. It was ridiculous. Like, I think maybe 1 or 2 days after it came out, during the release, the footage.
Well, it was, I saw the preview, and it was like 2 o'clock to my time at work, and as soon as I got home, I got off work at 5, and I'm like, go to Walmart, I'm grabbing material, and I'm getting home, and I'm like, I couldn't find the right color shirt, so I had to get white shirts, and I dyed them, and they dyed too dark, so then I had to slightly off-tint paint them to get the correct tone, and it actually did look right. And then, cutting the bow, and mold and shape and all this other stuff, and everyone's like, what are you doing? Can't talk now, working on something. What? I can't say.
Don't talk to me, I will eat your face.
And then it was like, I was up till like 4 in the morning. I got like 2 hours of sleep, and I'm like, must finish tonight. And then I finished at like 2 a.m. the next night. I think I totaled it was like 8 hours each night. So it was like 16 hours total, but it was like a little over a day it took. And I posted it, and not much was posted. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm gonna go to sleep. But like the whole next day, everyone's like, the phrase constantly kept coming up was like, the hell, what? Wait a second, this is already out?
You son of a bitch. Instant hatred.
Well,
You went Tumblr speed on somebody.
That is
Well, it was
Tumblr
like-
speed.
I kept seeing a bunch of people posting statuses of, oh, this is going to be in my cosplay list, or, oh, going out and getting material for this. And I'm like, must beat them. And I don't know why. It was just, someone goes, why'd you feel the urge to do this? You're not really that much of a big Legend of Zelda fan. I know, I don't know why, but it was just like, when I just saw it, I'm like, this looks really cool, and it's kind of a challenge. And I haven't done a challenge like this in a while, and my creativity mode kicked in. And yeah, I went and did it, and I think one of my favorite comments on the picture was someone posting goes, all right, this guy basically just proved here, all you cosplayers that whine and complain with a month's time before a convention, you don't have enough time to make your cosplay. Shut up, this man just did it in a day.
What is it? Is that in the picture, I can't tell if that's an LED or if the light's just hitting it just right in the crystal.
That is an LED that is in that. I'm going to remake that. It's like a crystal arrow from what I've gathered. Let me see if I can actually send you guys pictures from it. But
I'm on your Facebook. I'm looking at your photos, dissecting your past discretions. You once played Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point.
I once played a children's card game. But I went and snagged from Walmart a floating pool toy. It's like a plastic star. It's like $2 or $3. And it's got an oscillating, or it's just a single, well, it's multicolored LED, so it can be anywhere from blue to green to red and all other stuff. And I grabbed it, and it wasn't bright enough, so I'm going to snag another one and remodel the arrow so it will fully light up. But I didn't realize until after I posted it, my arrow was upside down because I only finished one side for the picture because it hadn't dried properly.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, photography is all trick angles. That's pretty much what it is, so.
You could have, turned in the other direction. Maybe you could have.
Well, I wouldn't have got his pose correct. All I have to do is go in Photoshop and just flip the arrowhead. But,
Photoshop.
but no, it was... No, I'm not going to go in there and make myself look like a Ken doll, but, it's like, I'll flip the arrowhead.
No, we're going to Photoshop a Ken doll just right over you. No one will notice. Just no one.
Well, I like it. Someone commented on it and he goes, that's not how you legit hold a bow. And in my mind, I'm like, it's a prop, dude. I'm not holding I'm not holding a hunting bow or anything. I'm holding a wooden piece of wood with a string on it.
Yeah, like you can't actually pull the bow like you would a normal bow because it would probably break.
It will snap.
Sorry, but I didn't mean that. I mean that in the best possible context.
Right. Well, it's like, even today I went and snagged some elastic cording that I'm going to replace that bowstring with, so I can actually make it look like I'm pulling the string back with the arrows. Because I'm going to make because it showed like 2 types of arrows he uses. He uses like a bomb arrow, and then he uses that crystal arrow that looks like a giant explosion, pretty much. It almost looks like a rupee arrow, but
So
I'm working on the quiver tonight, so I can walk around with those arrows on my back.
Okay, so as we were talking, I was looking at the Sonic Boom TV series trailer.
you and your son.
Yeah, I
are
already
building
know what I have to build. I have to do Tails this year, without question.
Knuckles.
I,
Knuckles.
I swear at everything, if you're muttering what I think you're muttering, I'm going to come to your house and beat you with a chunk of your own PVC pipe. I'm going to record it for the world to see that Jax keeps his word.
Oh man.
You say Knuckles one more time, I'm going to beat you with a PVC pipe.
Buckles.
That counts. You're going to beat you with a PVC pipe.
What's in your mother's purse? Is there buckles in here?
There's so many buckles in here. How do you get your armor on, Buckles?
This fork. I'm just going to see, and just from that, Brad, I'm duct taping a chunk of forks onto the top of the PVC pipe so I can beat you with it.
Okay.
Oh man. In my past week, I have been making more progress on my glass armor because, oh man, commission work, it really cuts into making your own shit. And I need to actually make stuff I am interested in, otherwise I'm going to burn the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. It's going to be soon. Soon. It's coming soon. My 3D printer, because I ordered it 6 weeks ago, it's at 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm hoping it'll come here within 10 weeks, because you know how the world works. But yes, I've been keeping track of that, and hopefully it'll come soon. I want my printer so I can start working on my Mighty Morphin's Mega Dragon Zord. I'll just start printing that fucker out. Because I have files and stuff, and hopefully it'll be nice.
You'll print it out, and it'll be like the size of a 5'2" person. You're like, damn it.
Damn it, I try again. Oh, donate it to like the plastics guy across the street as a, I don't know what. Maybe I'd give it to like a convention or something. Maybe they take it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought about that. Not especially with what I'm doing soon. But oh man, if I can't find room for that thing at the house, I'm just gonna randomly go to a Kenpachi and be like, hey, how's it going?
Oh. In other news, Jack is also going to be making a Regirock before he dies.
God dang it, I'm gonna make this stupid Regirock. Shut up.
Jax, you're doing Regirock? Cool.
I hate everybody. I don't. I'm gonna do the Regirock. I just haven't really had the time or the willpower to try and fully start it. And by willpower, I mean I don't feel the need to go and fight my wallet.
Oh, your wallet. Yeah, you got a new computer though. That's good, huh?
Oh yeah, Franken.
Yeah.
Franken is my baby right now, which actually I should pay. I need to give that guy's payment this week. But yeah, this thing. Okay, if anybody's ever seen me with my old junker, which I'm on right now, that laptop that is more duct tape than electronics at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it fixes everything, including electronics.
Exactly. It is not on fire, so it's okay. But yeah, the screen is more duct tape than electronics right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a laptop, so it makes everything better. But no, my new computer actually is a lot better. It's going to be my work computer. I want to fix it up so it actually does a lot more. Because right now it's playing League. It's playing TF2.
It's going to
It's
play
actually playing it's playing YGO Pro, which means I'm actually going to start putting up Yu-Gi-Oh plays up pretty soon as well.
Cool. And maybe some videos. Now he can render stuff instead of coming to my place and rendering.
Hey, I like taking up your time and making you render.
Oh man, that is the best way to just irritate the shit out of me.
Like come over to your house. Hey, knives. I have 5 videos. I have 5 videos.
Oh man.
Yes,
No.
you just did not have a computer for a week.
Oh man, no. Like, there's some I've seen like what is it? The cosplay get-togethers and work things where people get together and they make whatever. I would never do well in those scenarios. I'm a bad person and could never tolerate the presence of humans while I'm working.
Hey, I'm tolerated.
No,
Well, that's also because I had the attention span of a ferret and I disappeared. But yeah.
no, you're in fact not tolerated.
I'm tolerated.
Oh man.
No, I get what you mean. It's that you either have your focus or you don't.
Yeah, and like a lot of times, it's fun to hang out and do those things. But me, when I'm working, I'm working.
No, with me, I have to be in a certain mood. So I can work with other people. That's not a problem. But if it's something that's really intricate, if I'm at someone else's house, I'm going to hide in their corner. I'm going to put on headphones, and I'm going to keep like 3 knives next to me and just stare at them while doing it.
Oh man, what is it? Yeah, I don't like working with people. I'm just not a good team player in that respect. At least, I don't know. Maybe it's hard.
I like working with people. It makes me happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen you work with other people. You don't do anything of any use whatsoever.
You are a liar, and you know it.
I know I stare at you and my wife, and you guys are like having fun and talking about good times, and I'm sitting there welding or soldering or whatever, and you're not doing anything.
See, no, that is when we are fully enthralled in the conversation. But when we actually are working, we are working.
Okay. No, I don't believe you.
Me.
Yeah,
Looking cynical on you. I'ma tell.
You to tell?
I'll tell.
You
I'ma
tell.
tell. I'ma
Oh
tell.
man. But yep, I've been making stuff as I always do. Hopefully I also have a 3D printer so I can get the scythe, Ruby Scythe, reprinted so that someone else can use it besides myself. Cause I can use it, but it'll break. I guarantee you, the second I gave it to somebody else, they're just gonna break it.
Yeah.
It's just it's a bazillion little pieces.
See, this is why I just sigh.
Yep.
But no. Let's see. What have I been doing this week?
Yeah, Jax. What or in general, because we haven't had a podcast in a month or two. I have no idea. ASIN destroys my life.
Yeah, you and me both. Let's see. New computer working out pretty good. I started a secondary division for the Iron Cosplay Challenge.
I saw that. It's not going well. I mean, it is going well.
It is going well. It's got kinks in it because with the Iron Cosplay competition, it's hey, full costume. With this, it has to be a very specific prop. So it's cheaper. It's just the rules I gotta fix up the rules a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna do the trial. We're at least going to attempt to do the trial run at Anime Midwest and see how that goes. I'm not sure if my opponent's actually going to do it. If he does, I'm going to laugh.
Yes,
But I'm
you
still-
have a distinct advantage, and also I have to help with telling you how to beat him horribly tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. I'll probably give you horrible plans just to sabotage you.
Hey, sabotage is always fun, but no.
Now implant the magnesium strip here.
Hey, I don't. Even I'm
Just
going to
getting
sit there and be
dirty.
like, I don't think this is gonna work.
Your
No.
axe totally needs to make magnesium strips. Make sure to slam it really hard on that concrete.
Now make sure you hit it on concrete so it actually has that used effect. No. Let's see. There was that. Oh. After Asian this year, I kind of decided I was going to build a new Mafia game because hey, I like all the different renditions because there's Wolfman, there's actual Mafia, and then one of our dear friends actually created Death Note Mafia, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
that could be interesting. Death Note, yeah. 'Cause
Well,
it's
she
all there.
made Death Note Mafia, yeah.
Yeah.
And it follows the same premise of Mafia anyway, so it works. Me, I'm sitting there going, okay, I like Death Note Mafia so much, but I know I want more series to have their own Mafia rendition. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with Danganronpa. So Danganronpa needs a Mafia game.
Rawr.
I know it's a little bit overplayed right now, but
Actually, I think I've seen that before. Is Jessica? No, wait. It's the one with the red hair.
Ah.
Oh, there's someone who's that does that word. Who does that word?
Danganronpa.
Yeah, that word. That specific word. She does panels on it. I bet you she knows the game. And actually, I bet if you can get it to work in that way, the panel, it might work out great. I could see like
Oh,
a
yeah.
mafia scenario, but it's just a panel of it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to follow the full plot of either of the games,
Mm-hmm.
because the way Mafia works is anybody can kill anybody.
Mhm.
The way I have it set up is, well, the rules are severely different from Mafia, because the murderer is always going to be changing.
What? Well, that's
This
that's
is Mafia hard mode.
That's pretty hard mode.
So, because, okay, the basic rules of Danganronpa, one person murders somebody a night, or multiple people a night, they have to find out who did it, or else they all die. That's unfair in an actual Mafia setting. So I'm like, okay, you guys have 13 nights, or 13 rounds to find as many of the actual killers as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you if you caught the actual killer if you didn't. And the more positive that you do, so like if you actually are on a roll and you start catching more people,
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring in a bonus character or give you bonuses or stuff that actually protect you. If you are constantly failing, constantly bickering, constantly arguing, just making me sad, I give you the Monokuma side, and the game gets harder.
Okay. Well,
So
We
it
shall-
balances.
we shall see how that goes.
Yes, I'm actually asking a couple of our friends to help me with the art. So yeah. Outside of that,
I will destroy your life, Jax. I will
you
destroy your life.
can't. I have no life. I go to work, I come home, I build props, and I punch people in the face. This is
everything-
not a life.
Oh man. All right. So how about we talk about what we've been doing? So how about we talk about upcoming conventions, or past conventions, or recent conventions in general? Because I know that a few of us have some interest in those. Like one maybe next weekend. What's that one?
Alright. Let's see. ASIN was a couple of weekends ago. SoyCon's coming up. Anime Midwest is after
That was a
that.
segue for you. No, Pat Jax. That was for duct tape.
This
You
weekend I was supposed to be going to Cosplay Con, but due to finances and last minute delay of stuff, I was not able to go. I was supposed to be doing some guest panels there, but you know, so on and so forth. Next weekend, I can't specifically think of which town. It's a little, I think it's like 20 minutes south of Gary, Indiana. I will be helping out with, I think, about 10 other cosplayers for Indie Comic Con to partake in a giant art festival parade, and they're going to have a cosplay thing for the convention advertised. So I get to be a booth babe for a day. That'll be kind of interesting.
Right.
But
Are you gonna wear a bikini?
A duct tape bikini.
yeah, I don't know if the world is ready for that picture, but I think it was. I
It's
posted
already
this. Huh?
Let's say it has already been mentioned by mouth. It will be on Rule 34 by midnight.
Oh, good lord. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up taking Link there Saturday. I have to be there a little after 2:00, and it goes till late in the evening. But it'll be fun because it'll be kind of interesting walking out there. Because I was like, I'm either gonna take the 11th Doctor or Flynn Rider or the new Link, and people are like Link, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take Link. So.
Okay. Wait, what? Weren't you supposed to be? Wait, what convention was that for? It was
Indie Comic Con.
Okay, and then you're gonna be taking Link. But I thought you said something about like it was like JFAX. What were you doing?
Oh, yeah, the 21st is going to be. Let me make sure if I'm going to be putting this on the
air.
YouTube that I'm quoting correct details.
We're a full like hour in.
I could just start making up stuff.
Make up stuff. Just make up whatever you want. It's gonna be hosted by llamas, and there's gonna be Santa Claus there as a guest. Just whatever you want, doesn't matter.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we're all going to JFAX. Let's see. Yeah, it's June 21st, 22nd. It's kind of a free-run convention that, and, it's got, there's no badge fee or anything like that. I think they're trying something new this year. If you want to get a VIP badge,
Ooh,
I think it's like $40, and it gets you to the front line of a bunch of stuff and get you, front row for the auctions or, just so on and so forth. Meet the guests, which is actually. Go ahead.
Auctions? What are these auctions you speak of? Is this something important and specific to this convention that might be important?
Yes, it is.
So I get to 5 people.
how the convention basically funds, because it started out as a college anime group, just basically having it on campus. How they fund this is that it's a majority artist alley convention. I mean, a good 70% of this convention is nothing but halls filled with people doing artist alley, and it's a wide variety of wares and selections. Well, instead of normally at most conventions where if you're going to do artist alley, you pay anywhere from $20, $30, $40, $50 to $100 to get in with your table. With this, you submit 2 or 3 different wares from your table, some of your nicer quality, and the convention will auction it off over the weekend, and that's how they make their money to fund it for the next year. And they do fairly well, considering this is like their 19th year of doing it. So,
what's the population like? Is it like 3,001? What are we talking about here?
Last time I went was 2010, and I think they were in the 1,000 to 2,000 range. It's pretty packed. I mean, it's like it's junior college.
Okay.
It's pretty full.
What's the where's it going to be held at? Since you have the page pulled up, maybe.
It is going to be Grand Valley State University.
And what state?
It's going to be up here in Michigan.
Vermont.
I'm trying to find the city that is right next to. I think it's like Grand Rapids. It's right next to.
Okay, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So if you watch this and have gotten this far and are interested in maybe
Yes, and if anyone just wants to look it up, it is JAFAX, JFAX.
I have heard that name before. I had a positive connotation with that. I've never been, but
I keep telling myself I'm going to go.
I mean, it's not too bad. It's like a Saturday and Sunday convention, and it's worth going to. But it's like I have prior engagements for that Saturday, so that's why I'm not. And I mean, there's a lot of hot 18-year-olds there, Jax. You should go check it out.
I am 23. This is unacceptable.
Well, 18's not bad. It's not like me going after an 18-year-old. I'm 30, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, I won't stop you. I'm pretty sure it's not illegal.
I'm
will
not
stop
myself.
I'm not entirely sure what's not illegal.
I would probably stop myself.
We're not calling you Antoine.
Oh.
No, I said we're not calling you that. So
I know, but that is an old reference. Oh, those were dark days. But anyway.
Someone at ASIN this year goes, "Hey, have you run into Antoine at any time?" And I didn't say anything, and I just slowly turned around with the look of, "Don't ever mention that name." Oh.
Hey, next break, I will tell you a story of how how names that should never have been mentioned again. But, okay, before we get into this conversation, okay, skipping ahead, let's see, other cons. Always ASIN is delicious.
Because we went through all that. I think we talked about ASIN enough to, like, qualify for ASIN to become... Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've qualified. For like comp ASIN freaking guest.
Go to ASIN. It's a good convention. It doesn't suck.
Yeah, ASIN. Okay, we skip ASIN now.
All right.
Let's see. Next up, which one's next?
Either SoyCon or Midwest.
I haven't been to Midwest in many a moon. I'm going this year for like really specific purposes.
Midwest is one of the ones I've also been avoiding largely.
I haven't really avoided it. It's more, I just never had an interest in going for a while. Plus, it's kind of like I mean, I hear it's an okay con, but
it has some stuff that you could look into. That not so great. And I'm not allowed to say bad things. I'm just not allowed to say bad things.
What was it?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay.
Bad
Brad, you're allowed to say bad things.
Well,
Brad, Brad is.
Let's see. It doesn't help the fact that I know all the main staff and the director of it, but let's see. I wanted to go to it last year because I think it was his first year last year, but I just wasn't able to go to it. And the reports I kept getting from people back and forth is that very early in, Ryan Kopp, the main gentleman who runs this, and a bunch of other little pocket conventions, very early in when he was getting ready to do these, he asked me if I wanted to help partner in, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not really all that interested in it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because a lot of these are starting to become stamp conventions. They're just a carbon copy of the previous one. Well, with this being at a larger venue, I kept thinking, okay, it's going to be a little bit nicer or anything like that, and they had some serious, actually some decent money going into it. And, well, that's what I thought. Until after the weekend came on through, and come to find out that, like normal, a lot of their staff or their volunteers, majority of their staff, ditched out midway through the weekend, or were intoxicated, underaged, and ditched out midway through the weekend. I left a lot of events unattended. A lot of the photos.
Difficulties. It's had some difficulties.
The photo shoots were very poorly run. I mean, heck, there was an Italia shoot where a girl was branded. And this is one thing I'm very pro and con with Ryan. He's very much, any weapons, cool. And while I'm in favor of that to a point, if you don't have security moderating that to where it's reasonable, you have people do like what the girl did at the Italia shoot, where she had an actual knife that she was brandishing around and like literally was poking one kid with it. And it was like, I felt very uncomfortable with it. So.
No, things happened. I'm not going to go into it because I'm not allowed to. As a staff member of a different convention, I'm not allowed to talk about these things. Also, Jax, you're not allowed to talk about these things either.
I shut up for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you don't plan on joining staff next year.
I like my job, and I like.
You like having a job.
I like my job, and I like the ability to say to my other job, "Hey, I have to go to my other job now." And they actually fully accept this and give me paid weekends off. Awesome. I will accept this space.
Oh man, I am on the Indiana-Illinois border, and what is a great thing about that is they're extremely large factories that produce fireworks. And guess what they're doing?
Blowing up most of their fireworks.
Yeah, they are not small fireworks either. Let me tell you, they are the stuff that you would tend to see a fireman deal with.
So this is when you call me, and then I go and hijack a crap ton, and then we make bootleg rocket launchers.
No, they're not. No, they are in fact very dangerous, Jackson. I would not.
You'd be needing some steel pipe to fire off some of these without it blowing the PVC up.
Yeah,
That's why I said bootleg. That's why I said bootleg rocket launchers.
Yeah, it's very pretty. However, it does lead to some noise disruptions at night for some reason. That's weird. Fireworks.
Epic crap tons of wonton destruction. Always acceptable.
But yes, I will be attending, and I already have my I already have my badge. I'm not staffing. Sorry, I'm not. I usually say staff badge because I'm not a staff. But anyway, I have a regular badge for Saturday because I haven't been going to it. I don't have an award from that convention, and I want to add that because I'm running out of conventions with which I don't have an award with. In the Midwest.
Yeah.
So, SoyCon, I'm thinking about competing there too because I don't have an award for me, even though it's not really a convention. So I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I won't do it. But let's go on to SoyCon. How are things? I know everyone here is probably going to go to SoyCon, right?
Well,
that's what last weekend in June.
Yeah, last weekend in June. I think it's the week before.
No, it's the last weekend since it falls on my friggin' death day. But yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to it because the weekend after that I'm driving down to Illinois to visit family. So the less money I spend on gas, the better.
Yeah, you are in the Michigans and you're not like totally. Yeah, it's a local get together. It's not really a convention. It's a like very large hangout.
Yeah.
At a park with picnicking and burgers and some events that are fun. Woo, woo, woo.
Well, wasn't that? Did you guys have that bomb threat thing about 2 or 3 years ago?
That we're nowhere near the city anymore. We don't go into the city. We don't talk to the city. Doesn't talk to us.
We don't talk about that event.
And it was not a bomb threat. It was someone who doesn't know what duct tape looks like.
Yeah.
Duct tape can be scary. Duct tape can be scary. It can be used for a lot of wonderful things, and not all of them are explosive. But some people think they are.
Wasn't it a LARP prop that was
No.
meant to look like something, or
It was a Doctor Who prop, and it was made of duct tape, something like you would make, and it was misinterpreted because people understand that cosplay exists. So, or sorry, actually, I don't know. I don't know exactly what series it was from. I forget that. It was.
not.
I think yeah, okay. I'm being reconfirmed about the origin of the fan base, Doctor Who. But yeah, yeah, it went over swimmingly, so we're never going to be doing that again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
SoyCon is a wonderful place. We have our own area. We're safe. We paid for it, which is important.
Yeah. I mean, this year is school themed, so if anybody actually wants to go, I mean, it is free. Donations are
free.
accepted.
Donations are accepted. Bringing foods like, say, hot dogs, hamburgers, cake, chips,
Stay
soda.
freaking hydrated because I don't feel like dragging you off from a heat stroke.
Bringing a case of water is always good times.
get
Yes.
hydrated.
Yep, it's summer. It might be hot.
Yeah, we are outside. It is a school themed thing, so there will be things I will, hopefully, if I can actually get my team together and then we can talk about this, we will have an obstacle course. We'll have all this other fun stuff. There will be
Foam fighting
team
will
artists
be there.
fest.
As a
Foam fighting, which I still have to uphold my title.
Yeah.
But
it is school, but full fighting is going to be there.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I have to uphold my title
Mm-hmm.
as the juggernaut for that one, so that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. As my
Well,
wife is
let's see.
talking to me in the background, in case you guys are wondering what I was doing.
Seneca!
No, she doesn't want to talk to you guys.
Aw, not even me.
Especially not even you.
Aw. I didn't even know what she said. I'm sad.
That was pretty offensive, so it's better you didn't.
See. No present for her. No present for her.
Your heritage is Sasquatchian, so I mean, it's to be understanding those kinds of jokes will be made.
I will beat you later. Now,
You know, I
let's
just
roll
want
this.
to bring a set of handcuffs and hand you two like small bats and just see who walks away.
You realize one of us will be on the floor, and I'm just gonna sit there laughing,
no.
and then I will take his bat and beat him with both bats.
Now, if you didn't know, Jax is about 3 times as big as I am because he's a Sasquatch, and I would need a submachine gun versus his bat just to even the field.
But you can fight him with like ninja kung fu monkey moves because you're like smaller and you're faster.
Maybe if I wasn't handcuffed to him. Otherwise, I'm
Because
basically
at
a
that point, I
wrist.
just stick him around. You've given me a knives formed mace.
You've given him a skip it.
Yes. Like I
Why is
will
that-
purposely handcuff him to my ankle and use him as a hopscotch.
Why is it I can see your wife? You're like, where's Chris at? And I'm like, I don't know. And you just hear Jax in the background, skip it, skip it.
And small crashes everywhere I go.
Did that skip it just knock over a trash can and isn't? It's crying. Why is it crying?
Oh man.
Something up, pop it.
Are we gonna do materials of the week? Or are we cool skipping it? I don't know. Whatever. How do we feel about that?
I think we should save the material of the week.
Okay, we'll do questions. Jax, you got questions? Because people ask you all the questions.
All people ask me too many questions, but you had one that I kind of liked.
All right. Well, before we go into that one, I know Brad. I'm gonna post. What is one of the questions that you get when you host a panel? What's the first, most common question you always get?
Well, since a lot of my panels are duct tape, yeah. No, I mean, I've done other, and I'm like, I gotta think of one that's general. I always get that question of why duct tape, and I'm just kind of like, well, my best way to answer it is just like, I sucked at sewing. I wasn't, I couldn't craft with plastic or anything like that. I just had to go with something that I was good with, or something I had available that was cheap, and I said, and I'm a ex-Boy Scout, and what we used all the time was duct tape. And I was just a kid. It's like, oh, I want this, and I'm gonna duct tape all these super soakers together and make it look like this. And so I just tried messing with it, and it worked. But yeah, that's pretty much the one question I get all the time. You always get that one person in the audience be like, "Why duct tape?" And I'm just like, "Well,
Oh well, just like what I had on hand. Hey, why not? Yeah, sure. Hey, why not? Okay, so I suppose then I would transfer that question as to then why your material of choice then, right? So, Jax, why wood?
Why wood?
Yeah, why
it's
wood?
hard."
Because you make fun of me when I use foam.
Well, okay, I do that, but why are you so good at wood? What's with you and
Actually,
wood?
it's kind of a stupid story.
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, my dad always used to make me do like little stuff here and there, and around the house, I'm always being told, "Hey, repair this, repair that, repair this, repair that," to the point where I'm used to wood. I can actually understand.
Do a lot of wood.
Yeah, I go through a crap ton of wood. I have to do a lot of carpentry even when I'm visiting my family in frickin' Georgia or Atlanta or even California. They're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna raise a barn today. Do you want to help?" Okay.
So would you say you're really crafted at handling many different types of wood in your hand?
Yes. Yes, I understand where this connotation is going.
Do you prefer
Yes.
hardwood, softwood, smooth wood, wood that needs to be sanded?
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me because I've used most woods at one point or another. The only wood I have yet to use, well, I've handled it, but I've never got a chance to really carve anything out of it, is rosewood. And that's because that crap is obscenely expensive.
We're of course talking about like basic wood you can haul. We're not going to talk about Brazilian bullshit wood.
Yeah, no, oh man, rotwood is fun. Like, I used to have a boken made out of rotwood.
Mm.
But, okay, for anybody that doesn't know, rotwood, it's one of the few woods that the older and drier it gets, the harder and sturdier it gets.
Huh.
I kind of liked it because of that. So, if anybody ever goes into kendo or needs a practice sword, make one out of rotwood.
Kendo.
I think
Anyway.
it's rotwood. Yeah, but yeah, I was kind of raised like a farm kid, so it kind of comes second nature with wood. Plus, I understand grain. So,
you're good.
all right, Chris.
All right, so my thing, I guess, is I'm plastic. I'm the PVC guy. Yeah, that's the guy I am. Well, it's mostly because I tend to, or at least in the beginning, I used to be really over enthusiastic about using certain materials. I think that everyone kind of goes through that phase of like, oh, there's this new thing, I should use it. Oh, this new thing, I can use it, which is why I kind of understand people with Worbula, is that they haven't been exposed to a full plethora of materials, so they just don't know any better.
Yeah.
Trust me, it drives me nuts. Now that I've like been exposed to quite a few. There's not gunfire; that's fireworks. Jax, if you hear it coming from Jax's audio, that in fact is gunfire.
I
Hey,
expected that.
I do not, for the 50th time, I do not live in a ghetto. I don't know why you think I do.
How many trucks are out there where you can get like an ethnic person to fix it?
Okay, shut up. The Guatemalan gangbangers around my house are not a sign of me living in a ghetto. It's just
All you gotta do is just
That's not a sign. The Guatemalan gangbangers. That's not a sign at all.
that is it.
be like, man, my car doesn't work, and you know, like, not seconds later, hey, I say, you want me to fix your car? And you're like, damn it.
To be fair,
Hey.
I love those kind of people in my neighborhood. I got like a guy in my neighborhood who does that stuff, and he's invaluable.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
always nice to have that one guy.
Like, I love my Guatemalan gangbangers because if my truck ever breaks down, I just go to their house and be like, hey, it's that time again.
Okay.
Those
So
are good people. I mean, I actually debated taking a couple other kids to ASIN this year, but
okay. So here's the deal with plastic: is that I hit a few things. I hit floor vinyl. I hit chicken wire. I hit roofing patch. some of the things I still use, not chicken wire. I use other things. But I really bought like a ton of plastic. So for a long time, I was making myself out of plastic, and I just stuck with it. There are things that do stuff better, and I just used it so much that I got really comfortable with it. And that's just how it happened, I suppose. Maybe if I had gotten into resin work or peppercraft, I might have gone that way, because papercraft is it's like very easy. It's a good way to get into it. My stuff is more difficult to get curvatures out of, but it has various advantages. Trust me, it just does.
Now, I do have one question for you. Since you mess with you have to heat a lot of your material, correct?
Yeah, a lot of my material. Yeah.
How often do you burn yourself?
I'm getting pretty good about this actually. I have scars, like a circular scar in the shape of my heat gun nozzle, a little ring. I've cut myself with a hot knife, and I'm actually fairly good about that these days. The things that usually get messed up are like cords or me leaning the hot thing on another thing that shouldn't get hot. Because after you get burnt a few times, you become super aware of those things that will just mess your day up.
Oh yeah.
Is it weird I've never been officially burned, but I've been electrocuted by my freaking heat knife?
Yes, I don't know how you managed to do that actually.
Like, it never burns me, but it shocks the piss out of me.
That's
confusing.
not normal.
That's confusing and alarming. Because it's basically a soldering iron, and yeah, it's a soldering iron in the shape of a blade.
But
You've achieved. You've achieved something that a few have ever attained to. Congratulations, Jax.
I think it fears me. It fears me because it knows I will eat it.
I don't know. Well, have you ever, Brad, like duct taped something, like done like a chest binding or something horrible, like terribly duct taped yourself and stuff?
Not so much with duct tape, but a lot of it I would use like hot glue, because a lot of my skeleton to a lot of the frames I built, I would do like quick cut cardboard and then hot glue the frame, and then I would build onto it with foam and duct tape. But if you guys are talking about mishaps or dangerous things, I can't count the amount of glue guns, like hot glue guns, I've blown up.
Ooh.
And I don't know why. I think it's just because of wear and tear, but I mean, literally sit there and you'll smell what smells like burnt ozone, and then from where the stick goes in, it'll shoot fire out, pop, and then the circuit will pop in your room, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to take my toe and pull that out.
Yeah, that's a short.
That actually...
You must be just leaving it in.
Yeah, you are using your hot glue gun above and beyond at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it's a common occurrence, that means you need to stop plugging it into the wall and put it into a surge protector too.
Well, yeah, everything I have is on a surge protector, or two surge protectors actually. It's easy change from one to the other.
Yeah, all the new glue guns that I use are always in some kind of surge protector, and it's kind of prevented it, but it was still that, holy shit, what just happened? That just melted it. Wow, the inside of my glue gun just melted. That's not good.
Actually, my heat gun is in a surge protector, and then hooked via orange extension cable to an outside its own outlet. It's not hooked to anything else. To an outlet on my porch.
My entire little workshop. I have two workshops at this point. The one in the garage is currently its own giant death box.
Death box.
It's connected from a surge protector to a circuit breaker connected from a surge protector to a secondary surge protector that connects everything else that connects to the garage. And then the one in here, everything is on its own specific surge protector. So camera stuff is on its own. Heat gun, heat knife, anything that takes high amounts of electricity is on the good surge protector, and computers are on their own.
Yeah, like I had to put the heat gun on its own thing on the outside, because if I plugged it into any of the inside outlets, it would make the lights flicker.
Wow.
No, I don't have.
That's cool though.
Yeah. The only thing that really irritates me is that I got a brand new one and it's got all kinds of safety features and all this and that in there, and I can't even turn it straight off. It turns off and with a fan going to cool it off, so it doesn't go right off the heat. It dissipates the heat first, and it won't let me go to its highest setting because it draws too much electricity from the one outlet. Like I can crank it up almost all the way to max, but not quite. Just the one little dot.
This is when you go back to the older model.
Well, I paid my $40 for it, so it's gonna be boosting me. Also, I named it. It's got a name. It's called Swagner, so it's with me.
Swagner, nice.
Yeah, I put a little S like decal on it, called Swagner.
Okay, so that's kind of like my heat knife, and I call it different.
You should call it Williams Swagner.
Oh well. No. Let's move on to our last question of the day, since
Okay.
that was awkward. That was maybe just a little awkward.
It could be worse. There are a lot of things that could have made that worse.
All right, so guys, we have been doing conventions for many a years, and we have to have roommates for our rooms because they're expensive.
Right.
How do you pick your roommate so that things don't go horribly bad? Because I know
Yeah, you gonna go first or second?
I will go second.
Okay. Well, usually it's got to be someone that I've at least known for more than one convention. Someone that I trust leaving valuables in front of, and someone that I'm going to straight up front go money now.
Yeah, money now usually, or at least a deposit of some kind, you know?
Right.
Because I don't, that whole show up day of and then give me money, don't fly.
Exactly.
Well, it was a good example of what we did for ASIN was we figured out what the total was going to be for the weekend, and then we had to pay half up front, which covered our security deposit for the room. And because we pretty much had to pay for the first night, and then when we got to the con, we paid the remainder, which actually wasn't too bad because it wasn't all at once. But it's just, and then if you agree that you are going and you pay your half up front,
you're not getting that shit back.
Well, yeah, we know, because it's like too often or not. I mean, I can't remember how long you guys have been cosplaying, but I'm almost at 10 years, and one thing that always bugs me is you always get people like, well, I can't go. Can I have my money back? No.
No, you don't. You could. Well, it's because what happens is that creates a cascade problem. So now suddenly the room is more expensive. Now other people who are just barely getting by, getting in the room and paying for all their BS, now they're falling out, and then it just all goes to pieces.
Right, and then you were counting on either that person helping covering gas or covering across the room. And it's just, you're sitting there and you're just kind of like, if you're going to agree to go and be part of the room, you are going to agree to do it. Because we had one guy that was going to be coming up from St. Louis, and he's just like, well, the guy that's supposed to be giving me a ride up here, he's not pretty reliable at all. And I said, well, then you need to be finding someone else to give you a ride up there. Well, no. You need to find someone else to give you a ride up there. And he did. And exactly on the day of ASIN, well, I wasn't feeling good today, so I'm not going to come up to ASIN, was the original guy he was going to ride with us, as I've told you. You can spot that from a mile away from interacting with enough of this. You got the ones that are like, well, you get the fair weather, you're like, don't ever trust your ride on them. They will drop you in a heartbeat. You
have to know, like, I have to know people for years, and even then, they have to be old souls. I should say, I old people who want to sleep and don't want to party in our room. You can party wherever you want, but not in our room.
Right.
Well, you got to be respectful of the room. You got to be respectful of people's space, people's property. People are going to be storing, cosplays in a room that could be $1,000.
They're very attached to these things usually. Yeah. So our rooms are between 4 and 6 people. Usually, never over it. Never. We don't care how much. Like, it'll cut the cost because, after 6 people, usually the difference is like $15. And fuck that $15 if I got to share my space with another person. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're paying for the convenience.
Yeah.
Now, me, I have
paying for the space.
Yeah. I have 3 very specific rules. Do I trust my sleeping form with you? Yes. Okay. If I don't, then I sure as heck am not rooming with you. Because I kind of have a fear of dying in my sleep already, so I don't want to have somebody over me with a friggin' butcher knife when I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, well, it kind of falls under. Sorry. I already sleep with my stuff close to me already,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't tend to worry about people stealing from me, especially if I've already chosen to room with that person. So that's usually not a problem. Number two, I kind of need someone. I need someone that actually has a little bit of OCD when it comes to a clean or tidy room, because I'm a little chaotic, but I need someone to help me rein that in, especially during the last couple of days of conventions.
You automatically say ASIN because ASIN's like our big convention.
Yeah,
Default to
It's our
ASIN.
mecca.
Yeah.
It's our default answer. But no, like I said, I'm chaotic. If I were in a room of my own, that room would look like a twister went through it by the end of the year.
I've seen you in like some of the DJs' rooms or some of the more party rooms, and you're just like.
No. In those party rooms, 90% of the time, I put myself in one corner because they out chaotic me. So, like, I can't have that.
Yeah,
I can't have my twister combining with theirs and having a Sharknado floating around in the entire hotel.
Yeah, like,
Why was it that when you made that sound, Chris, I imagine Jax is a giant bird at like a DJ thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is a pretty cool party," and Jax is in the corner, he's like, "Papa, ha ha."
Welcome.
What was it? You guys have seen you saw the first live action Power Rangers movie, right? The Tengu Warriors in it.
yeah.
Oh, the tiger.
I could see Jax. I could see you pulling off one of those and just purposely chasing down all the Power Ranger cosplayers.
I would rock the crap out of that. That would be one of the only furry costumes I would ever do.
Well, I mean, it's not technically furry because it's feathers.
Oh,
You're a feathery. Or wait, no, I know they have a term for it. They have a term, Jack. You're one of those things.
Oh! I did think of one thing that was it's a main rule. I think it's our number one rule anytime I room with people or people room with me.
Uh-huh.
It is the well, I mean, I'm not going to go into graphic detail, but it's the 18 plus rule. People do come to conventions. We know a lot to party or relax or drink or anything. But one thing I noticed that a lot of 18 plusers come to conventions to do is to score with someone else.
Oh, yeah,
And-
philosophical. Yeah.
And you would appreciate it if that didn't happen.
Huh?
If you would appreciate it if that didn't happen, where you'd be sleeping.
Yeah.
Right. And it's that. Or was it my friend Catherine installed this rule about 4 or 5 years ago, and it works great. And she says, all right, plain and simple, no sex in the room. If you want to have happy fun time, the shower works wonders. You don't get anything on anyone else. You can rinse off. You get all nice and clean, and you're good. And it's not on anyone's stuff. Because she professionally goes around. She's a artist alley dealer that goes to conventions all the time, all year long. That's her job. And
Oh, okay. When you said
So she-
professional, I was going, what?
no, she roomed with another girl, and I think she was at some Southern Tennessee convention, and she came back in the room and randomly found this naked guy sitting in there, and she's like, okay. And he goes, well, he was the boyfriend of the girl she was rooming with, and kind of through awkward conversation, but she goes, yeah, I don't really like coming in and finding the smell of sex in the room. And she says, just plain and simple, you do it in the bathroom. And it works great because we get a lot of people like, well, and I'm just like, rule number one, no sex in the room. Because have you guys ever heard of the convention BishiCon? It was in St. Louis.
I have heard of it.
Yeah.
The first year it happened, I worked security, and there was the room I was in. There was a couple hormonally charged people in the room, and we kind of stated the rule, and they promptly ignored it. And come to find out, they did it on the other people's bed. And we got in there, and someone's just like, it really smells like something has been done on this bed. And they're like, oh, no. And later that Sunday, they're like, yeah, we did it on there. It's just kind of like, just really, people just stop. It's just respect your
Yeah,
space.
Respect the roommates.
Oh man, I don't know. Usually I can tell Like, there's a lot of judging of character far in advance of like any kind of, even the proposition of me saying, "Hey, would you like to come and hang out with us?" Right? Because usually I like to be the owner of the room, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I can be, it's a little bit more less comfortable when I don't have that sort of control, especially when things go to hell. But yeah, if you bring any kind of consumables into that room, they are the property of the room and not you. Otherwise, don't let us see them. You know what I mean? Because that just leads to awkwardness.
Yeah, it's always good to bring snacks to share.
Absolutely, I always bring like even if I'm being fed, I always bring something to, just in case something happens. But
Right, you always want a midnight snack one way or another.
if you bring like a bottle of liquor in the room and someone touches it, you brought it in the room for everyone to see. And, you know,
No,
hide
that's
your
why-
luggage. We won't be tempted if it's not in plain sight.
right. No, that's why I always say the what was it? Oh yeah, the covered versus unsealed. If you have an uncovered bottle of liquor in a room, that is the room's property. That's how I've always said it. If you
What was
want,
it?
Yeah,
if you want to keep your booze to yourself, keep it in your bag.
yeah. Any kind of consumables, because you know stuff. It's a convention. People that are sharing that space. You know, I don't know.
What was it? Asen, we had a new kid in the room that was kind of a total dick all weekend. He just kind of kept having to argue everything. It's just like, you know, this is your first con. We're just trying to tell you the do's and don'ts, and you keep trying to argue with it. We're trying to prevent you from having to get screwed over.
We
But,
might
okay.
get screwed over. Maybe you don't want to get screwed over.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of like, hey, pro tip, if you don't want to have to wait 8 hours in line, do this. And he brought a huge bottle of Captain Morgan. I mean, like, not like a little $20 bottle, like a $50 handle of
Ooh.
Captain Morgan. And he drank a little bit of it, and he left it in the room. And we were like, okay, cool, we got to be out of the room by noon. And I'm
Mhm.
sitting in there at noon, and he's just like, I'm going to go to Artist Alley. And he just wanders off, and I'm like,
Well, that's my liquor now.
I had my suitcase for Anthony's. What are you doing? I'm zipping it open. I'm like, I'm going to consider this payment for not strangling him all weekend.
Yeah,
Oh.
'cause usually I pack my stuff up Saturday night, whatever I can, and I don't even bring my costumes, like my huge costumes in the room. I just don't. It's inconsiderate.
Yeah,
Like,
I've learned that lesson so many years ago. Actually, it's for me Friday night, and I'll have 2 or 3 pair of clothes ready in the room, all ready to go.
no, you won't. That's crazy. Well, who packs up Friday night? You're
I
nuts.
pack Friday night, like
Well,
Friday night or Saturday morning.
It's just generally a good idea to keep all your crap in one spot, but
Yeah,
I won't be that much of a Nazi about it. But I will be a Nazi about things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I try and keep my stuff in one spot because, again, I usually just carry one duffel bag or one foot locker, and I'll use that as a pillow,
Yeah.
and it works wonders. Because
Always
I
have a
never
good
get to
thing
bed.
for that. Yeah.
I've never gotten to bed, and oh man, there was a couple of years back where I had one blanket,
Mm,
one specific blanket, and I kept saying, "This is my blanket. I brought it from home." One of the guys I room,
Hello? Did we lose the Jacks? We lost the Jacks. Thanks a
We
lot,
lost-
Jacks.
Hey, like it. He goes, this is my blanket. There are many others like it, but this one is my own.
It's special. Ah,
But yeah, it's just I don't know. You get some of those ones that you give them the reason of a doubt, and you wonder like I want to be friendly with you, I want to be good with this, and then they kind of do that 3 strikes, and it's just all right, cool. I'm gonna throw you under the bus by the end of the weekend if you quit misbehaving in the room. So
okay. Yeah. I don't know. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to. That's pretty much the whole podcasty thing. I'm going to say goodbye, and Jax is going to wave goodbye. All right, good job, Jax. That was amazing. I love your outros. Do you have anything to say, Brad? Like, say you.
I was gonna say pleasure again being on you guys' podcast, and just gonna say thanks for inviting me on here. More than welcome to chat and converse more in the future, and thank you all for listening.
Yeah, if
Yes.
you manage to make this far, awesome. See, that was a perfect
Yes.
questioning of him.
I will. Don't
Yeah, shut up.
I'm glad he missed that whole
I didn't even know what happened. This is I leave for a second and you're already making fun of me. Alright, I see how it is.
Alright, well, we will see you all next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
Bye-bye!
Hey Cosplay, before I finish up this video, I want to say thanks for everyone who likes and subscribes. But the people who comment, you guys have a special place in my heart. It really does keep me motivated. I don't know, I do try to talk to you a one-on-one, but maybe someday I'll have enough questions and so on to do like a regular Monday Q&A session like I used to. But for now, I just try and spread the information and love I have for all you cosplayers out there. I don't know if you know someone who needs help, if you see someone who could use a heads up and maybe is new to the cosplay community, maybe hasn't seen some of these kind of informational videos, let them know. It really helps me out. I'm gonna go make more vids, have some fun, make some stuff, do cosplay things. Thanks for watching, guys. Good times to all.